Is it somebody right on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Like time through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I am here to talk about Krishan Rock and Blueface and Neva because what is going on? Last time I checked, actually, I did check. Neva is definitely pregnant, but the last time I double checked, Krishan Rock and Blueface definitely said, and Blueface for sure said that they was done with each other. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to show you about a good 3-4 clips of Blueface and Krishan Rock being lovey-dovey. Now I get it. That's allegedly her baby daddy, but it doesn't make sense because if I didn't know any better, and especially if Neva's reaction is what it was, I'll play some. I won't have many clips of Neva, but Neva pretty much felt like after seeing Blueface and Krishan Rock over the weekend, apparently and allegedly, she was having feelings about it. She was feeling some type of way. I only saw clips, but it seemed like she was, there was moments where she was like loving on Blueface, but then there was other moments like she literally said, I'm not sure if I have it in that clip that I'm gonna play, but she said, I'm with the wrong ninja. So that basically is like her coming to the realization that like, wait a minute, hold up, I'm having your child and I see you do this. I get that we're all like, you got like, I'm in your baby mama circle and you gotta like love everybody, but like when I see Blueface and Jaden hang out, I don't see them all on each other like I saw Blueface and Krishan Rock. So yeah, if I was Neva, I would feel a certain type of way too, because I thought, I mean, she knows she's like the main / side, so it's like it's a weird bit of dynamic, but you know what, she accepted that. But anyway, I'm here to play some clips because I think I'm going to read on. I'll figure it out by the end of this clip, and you would definitely know by the time of this video comes out. But I'm trying to figure out, should I read on Krishan Rock or should I read on Blueface? I think I might read on Blueface because it's Blueface is the center of this all. But don't worry, I'm gonna tap in on Krishan Rock as well. So let's just play some clips first and foremost. After I had gotten myself all riled up, and you guys haven't even seen the clips to know what has got me in a tizzy. I wish I could play all the clips for you that I saw, for real. Just Google it. Not Google it. I mean, sure, Google it. But the way I got my videos was off of TikTok, and I just simply looked up, like, Blueface and Krishan Rock, and then I looked up Blueface and Neva. Actually, that was the first search that came up, so I got a little bit of deep dive on that one. But before I give you the two reactions I have of Neva, we're going to play 4 clips of Blueface and Krishan Rock.
Why are you acting like you?
Ow! You almost just broke my neck.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
The nitty gritty is.
One piece of evidence, he didn't seem to back away from it. He just allowed it to happen. She seemed comfortable enough to just grab him like that. So obviously they have some sort of connection. So I do think that Blueface and Krishan Rock might be in a relationship. They just don't want to blast it publicly and confirm it on the internet. But their actions speak otherwise, in my opinion. Here is another clip.
Yeah, I want to play gospel.
Come on now. You saw how Blueface pulled her in. I'm not sure if she was like having a down moment and that was his way of trying to comfort her, like just come here. But that looked like an embrace of somebody that truly cares and desires you. But hey, listen, that is allegedly his baby mama. So, and then here is another clip where it was just the whole family together. It was so beautiful, guys. I'm not joking, but it really was nice to see all three of them together. I'm glad that somehow Blueface is able to make his harem of women work for him, and it works for him. That's all I could say is just congratulations to Blueface on somehow making it work, where the women aren't fighting and beating each other up. Sure, there is some jealousy. I mean, he's basically living sister-wise without being married. So because of this, at this point, he's just got to pick which one he's going to marry legally. I'm just saying, unless there's going to be another girl that's going to enter into the mix. And then here's the whole family video.
It's actually healthy. You know that?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't cry.
So this is what Neva had to say after Blueface and Krishan Rock came back together over the weekend. And I did see one clip. I didn't put it in here, but it did seem like she was a bit disgusted. Not disgusted, but a bit uncomfortable. How's that to put it? A bit uncomfortable to drink behind after Blueface, just knowing that he was just with Krishan Rock. So because of that, that was one clip I saw. I wish I would have gotten it for you guys, but here's just some clips that Neva had to say.
Every time, no answer is still
stupid.
Like I said, I try to give you ways out of this shit, and you keep trying to like go against me with the shit. I just said no answer is an answer. I already know your answer because you're sitting here, stupid. You rather the nigga play in your face, stupid. So now I have to make you look stupid because I tried to give you the way out. No answer is an answer. Cool, got you. You want to keep? No, I didn't answer at all. I didn't answer at all. I didn't answer at all.
Like shit. I don't understand.
Because when I get back from vacation, you need to be nice around this motherfucker. Stop making chicken soup and doing this weird shit. Be nice.
Okay.
Greet me. Give me a kiss. Welcome back.
I mean, he's right there telling you how to be in his harem. He's like, either you're gonna do what I want, you gotta conform to the way the women cater to me, or we got a problem here. Like I said, he got a harem of women that he seems to be working. So it's like Neva's either going to conform or not conform and become a part of the baby mama crew. I'm just saying. I mean, she's already in it, but she could choose to stay in it. That's why I'm just like, let's just see how this is going to play out. And I think I need to do a reading on Blueface because he's the center of this. But really, like I said earlier, before I even played this clip in its entirety for you guys, because I only saw a snippet of it, he said the same sentiment that I said. I'm just like, Neva chose to accept the situation. So because of that, it's unfortunate that she's in this situation, that she has caught herself caught up in the Blueface, but it happens.
Okay.
Cause all this shit, you acting like you ain't know I was with another bitch.
Okay.
This the attitude of a bitch that don't know her nigga with another bitch. It's not the attitude of a bitch that know what's going on. That's why.
Okay.
So I'm a delusional bitch worst nightmare because all I'm gonna do is look you in the face and tell you the truth. School credit. Ponder on that.
No, he didn't say ponder on that. Okay. And then this was, I'm not sure if this was later in the evening, but you will still see that they have the same top on. So that's why I played these clips.
I got them down. They're so cute.
So cute.
See, I'd rather have a nigga that be like, yes, baby, your feet are so cute. I got the wrong nigga.
I just said the same thing that you said. I didn't say it the way you wouldn't be saying.
I got the wrong nigga.
I got the wrong bitch.
But anyway, honestly, I feel like I should do a reading on Neva, but maybe tell me down below in the comments, is doing a reading on Neva a great reading? Because I would really like to just know why she has, I mean, you know what, that one's just a pause. That one's just a true pause for me, because I'm just like, was Blueface always that straight up? Because I'm like, if it was, Anyway, I'm gonna pull some cards on Blueface. Oh my god, you guys did not see that. So, so let me spread some sunlight and positivity on this light situation. That's what that was. So let's just pull some cards on Blueface. Let me just get myself recentered in my energy, because it really is just, I just feel as I don't want to say I feel bad for everybody in the situation. I mean, in a sense, I do feel bad for everybody in the situation, because at first I thought it was Blueface and Krishan, but I realized it is way bigger than Blueface and Krishan. So because of that, that's why I said I think I need to do a reading on Blueface, because he's the center of this all. Like I said, if it's what I peep it, like he's trying to create a harem of women. I got to figure out that mindset, because I'm just like, why are we? He's like a baby Nick Cannon right now. Just like, I just need to figure out, where are we going? Like, what is going on behind Blueface? So let's just pull the first card. Well, honestly, the Six of Swords. If I really wanted to make a joke, I could say he outside, but let's just pull a block. Let's see. There has to be a block here. The King of Swords. Foundation is the Three of Cups. In the past, we have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands in the future. You know what? I genuinely like that. And hey, you know what? I'll save the corners for something later. But first, the card that represented Blueface was the Six of Swords, which symbolizes right now. Actually, first off, the majority of the cards are swords. 3 of them are swords, and 1 is his present, past, and block. So therefore, that tells me that's like a little pocket of time, because his future has the wands, which is the nice transition into fire. Because it just dawned on me, Blueface is an Aquarius, which is an air sign. So actually, it would really not be beneficial that the King of Swords is in his block card anyway. It's like he's in a movement, but it's like he got himself stuck in something, because his past is the Eight of Swords, and from the Eight of Swords, we're moving on from the Six. We moved on to the Six of Swords. So then my question is, were you able to see clearly now the rain is gone? Like, has the blinders, like, have you taken off the blindfolds with the Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords? Because usually the Eight of Swords symbolizes not being able to move forward, or not being able to, you feel stuck, or your perspective just needs to be changed. And then to answer my question, I believe moving forward, we have the Six of Swords still in the suit, but I don't like the fact that we have regressed. We went from the 8 to the 6. So it's almost like taking a few more steps back. And maybe that could just be because there's this king here that's a block that is putting up some resistance to his change. Like, you know how they say you could be your own block. You could be not like self-sabotaging, but you could get in your own way sometimes. That's the energy that I'm kind of getting here of Blueface. But we see here all at the same time, we have the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. Celebration, support team, but also not accepting anything at the same time. It's almost like he's got this close, like he's got this vision in his head, and he's trying to make it work and manifest it, the Ace of Wands energy. So it's like trying to get what's in his thoughts to materialize in his physical reality. Now that it could be that he had a lot of time to think, Eight of Swords, while he was in prison and doing some time and did some more time. And so because of that, he had came out and learned some lessons. And I really thought he had. I really thought he had changed and made a stride to positive change. But like I said, I feel like we're regressing back into the old Blueface before there was prison. And actually, I gotta relook at those clips. Tell me down below in the comments. Does Blueface look like he's still in shape? I think so. I mean, but anyway, we have all that going on with Blueface, but then we see here his foundation, which is really great. It's the Three of Cups. And literally and metaphorically, it could represent the three women in his life. That's his foundation and his rock. Now, whether that be Neva, Blueface, and Alexa, or whether that be his mother, Blueface, Krishan, and Alexa is all up in the air because this Four of Cups symbolizes that maybe, like I said, there's a pushback, and the pushback we clearly saw was with Neva. That's why I'm like, sorry guys, allergies. That's why I'm like, if this Three of Cups symbolize the three solid women in his life that has been there from like basically day one, you could say, which is his mother, baby mama number one and baby mama number two, and now there's a baby mama number three trying to enter into the picture, but she's messing up the flow, messing up the energy. He's like, this is what it's got to be. This is how you gotta have to act. You gotta conform. It's not militant, but regimented kind of thing. That's why I'm surprised he basically said the same words that I said before, that it felt like he was living sister wives without the ring yet. He just got to figure out who he's going to commit to, if there is going to be more added to the picture, because the Ace of Wands symbolizes that there's still more to come. This is just the very beginning of his project. So therefore, I want to know I have 4 spaces, so I'm just going to pick a card for 3 women. First, we're going to go way back to the beginning. How does Blueface feel for Jaden Alexis? We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. And now we're going to see, how does Blueface feel for Krishan Rock? We have the Four of Wands. I only did that because I'm just like, wow, you can clearly see not the favoritism, but how he has a little bit more warmth for Krishan Rock with the Four of Wands, and the only other wands I see here is in his future, the Ace of Wands. So maybe it could be that he's rekindling his love and bond he had with Krishan Rock, because how he feels for Jaden Alexis right here is the Knight of Swords. Now, is that the Knight of Swords dashing away from her, or the Knight of Swords dashing towards her when he needs that comfort, needs that mental smoothing, because she does some she's able to hold him down in ways that mentally that maybe Krishan Rock isn't able to do. So that's why I'm just like, let's see. The only other card I have to ask for, I wish I knew Neva's last name, but how does Blueface feel for Neva? Oh no, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands could be a double entendre. It could literally mean that he is defending. Maybe that could just be me in denial. Yeah, usually the Seven of Wands symbolizes standing and defending what you want, but it really is all about being on the defense. So therefore, how he feels for Neva is on the defense. Like, he can't really let his guard or just chill. He doesn't get the same vibes that he gets. But we do have him Wands, which is still symbolizing here in his future. So everything right now is just like him processing what is his future going to look like. So I'm just going to pull one card. This is going to be the outcome card. What is his future going to symbolize overall when it comes to his love life? Like, does Blueface truly have it all planned out in his head, what he wants his love life to look like? Blueface, why are we back to square one? We started with the Eight of Swords, and then his future ended in the Eight of Cups. when we started bright with the Ace of Wands. So because of that, I'm just like, it's like maybe the future is going to be his peak. Maybe he's going to finally like walk away. Because I'm asking how's his, because he, like I said, he's got this vision. Is it going to work for him? The Eight of Cups symbolizes walking away from something that you feel like you have a loss, but you truly haven't had a loss from. So it's like, yes, it didn't work out. It's kind of like that meme where they say yes, but it's like I got my harem, but it's not the way I want it. Like everything can't be perfect. You can't have everything. I mean, you can truly have everything as perfect as you can make it that you're content with. But the Eight of Cups doesn't give me a contentment. You're just accepting and moving forward. And maybe that's what he needs to do for a brighter future with the Ace of Wands. But I'm just going to pull 3 cards. Because honestly, I have to dive deep into into Krishan Rock. So because of that, I want to know, how does Blueface feel towards Krishan Rock? Okay, first card. It's the clouds, but that's in the past, so therefore that symbolizes we're going to move past the storm. But let's see what's on the other side of the clouds, if it's positive or negative. We have the tree. You guys want to see? Which symbolizes the tree of life. Symbolizes I don't want to say that somebody that like makes him feel alive, but it's one more card, because we got the Four of Wands. This is all about celebration, having a great time, enjoying and celebrating. And then we have here the Tree of Life, something that sustains you, but it takes you up and down. It makes you a better person. It's all about growth and evolution. And then that's coming after the cloud, like I said, with the Eight of Swords paired with the Six of Swords. And now we have the Four of Wands. It's like what he once felt for Krishan, or like now that he has changed his perspective, he's able to move differently. And that's the best vibe that I'm getting. But let's just pull one more card. I knew it wasn't looking too good. He still knows that he can't fully trust Krishan Rock, because the false person is a false person, and as I asked, how does he feel for Krishan? So it's like, even though it's this fun time, he knows that it's not sustainable for the future and longevity like the Tree of Life would initially give you. He sees the possibility, but now that he's done some good hard thinking and reflecting, Eight of Cups, you just got to accept your losses sometime and move forward. It's great, it's beautiful, but it can never be more than just this kind of thing, is how he's feeling for Krishan Rock. So, in just quickness, how does Krishan Rock feel for Blueface? We have the Well. We have a wealthy man. And we see Krishan. Why do you see money bags around him? I'm joking. Because you know what? Wealthy doesn't always have to be with riches. It could just be wealthy in life. He's wealthy in the sense of he's got a support team. He's wealthy because he's coming from a supposedly loving home, since his mother is still in his life and is still being part and so because he still have his mother in his life, which Krishan doesn't get to have that sort of experience. It's not a sense of jealousy, but she just sees everything that he comes with that she didn't come with. So she sees what he has, what he can bring her, the life that he could bring her. And this is where the well symbol comes from. That's why I'm just like, that's not necessarily jealousy. That might be like one aspect of it, but there could be other feelings that she feels inside when it comes to Blueface that she still has to sort out or doesn't want to sort out, and it's just going to stay at the surface level of, I love where this is and where this is going. But we still see here is a block, a challenge, a mountain, an obstacle, something that you gotta maneuver through. Because a mountain is honestly a challenge. You could die traveling on a mountain, depending on what type of mountain it is. But this is one of those terrain type of mountains. It doesn't have snow, but it's definitely something you will want to be careful while you're hiking or going up, and be cautious about when you're going out there. So those are all those things that Krishan Rock could still feel towards Blueface. So it definitely seems like there is a love of camaraderie, four of wands, hurrah type of thing. I definitely still see that there's some sort of that false person mountain card where they both haven't fully trusted each other to that extent to give all of each other just yet. And maybe that could just fully be because maybe Krishan knows that or is trying to figure out. What I am definitely settled on, though, is that whatever Blueface is got going, whatever he's got concocted up in there in his mind that he's trying to make work with the women in his life, he's got to try to figure out how to make all the personalities work for him, and work for them as a group. So therefore, everybody is not jealous. He is in a sense looking maybe out for the women's feelings, because he's like, wow, yeah. I got his stuffy nose and my ear just got stuff. But yeah, that could just symbolize the fact that he could be looking out for the women's feelings, like, if you're overly invested in me when I'm not as invested in you because I got to invest in other women in my life. I can't give you my full time. I gotta split you with everybody else. I don't want you to get hurt, kind of sense. So I need you to understand that this is all I can give, and you're just gonna have to accept it or leave it, kind of thing. So with Krishan, she's trying to figure out, maybe does she fit in this puzzle? Is she going to be the main one that's going to get a ring on it? So it's like all this that's going on too, because she feels like she's still got a chance, but she's still got to figure out. And maybe that's where that false person energy is coming from. Maybe he realizes maybe her intentions aren't all as it is. Who knows, really? But hey, what's looking in Blueface's face is the Ace of Wands for his future, yet the Eight of Cups. It's new beginnings, but it's also leaving some things behind. And maybe that thing could be Krishan Rock. I don't know. Who knows? Or it could be Neva. But definitely whatever it is, I think Jaden is a solid. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading on Blueface. I sure did. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Become a beautiful sunflower. I try to spread some positivity and light throughout this video, because I always seem to be polarizing whenever I talk about Blueface, Krishan Rock. It's just, when you see like a toxic relationship and it's publicized, it's just a bad influence for just other people out there, young individuals out there. So they're like our role models, especially because they are in the music industry. And I just wish that they would promote a more healthier living of life. And it does seem like Blueface is trying to take that into consideration. And Krishan Rock has always been talking about that into consideration. But like I said, a healing journey is always an up and down. You're going to fall and make stumbles along the way. So it's not a truly linear process. So with that being said, sometimes it takes back going and rekindling and fixing those old wounds, so you don't have hate and malice towards them. You have some love and warmth to that person. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. Please leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. But you know what I say before I go? Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to thumb us up. Hey, sunflowers.